So today I'm doing a tutorial about how to do a makeup application for a job interview and dressing for an interview and just chatting and talking. So first I'm going to go ahead and apply the primer to my eyelids. Before that I prepped.
So I'm going to prime.
Now I'm going to apply the primer for the entire face. It is SPF 35, also by Artistry, and blend. I usually do it with a moist skin, but this time around I didn't have a chance. And I love that it's so silky, and it could also be honestly used, you guys, as a very sheer foundation. I'm applying a little more because I don't feel like I had enough, and I just absolutely love the coverage that it gives. And if I apply the powder on top of this, it looks absolutely flawless. I'm going to go ahead and use the same exact one that I always use, infusing it with a yellow color on top. And what I like about it is that it's extremely creamy. It is extremely buildable, meaning that you're able to add more and more. And right here you could see the coverage, which it does look kind of crazy at the beginning, I'm not gonna lie. And I did do the 5 steps of skin preparation prior to. And what I love about it is that it's buildable and you're able to add pigments that you enjoy. And so here I'm going to go ahead and use it also as a concealer. That's what I love about the versatility. Also by Artistry that there is. And so if I do this, it's going to provide a very, very beautiful uplifting effect and anti-gravity, of course, turning 40 very soon. And so here we are with the capability of being able to blend it as sheer as we want, and of course applying a very generous but non-cakey application as well with a medium sponge. Make sure you do the edges, because if you don't do the edges, your makeup is going to look crazy. Also your ears. And now I'm going to go ahead and apply the regular powder, the compact powder, you might say. It does work for me. It doesn't look ugly. It settles over the lines, not into the lines. And what I love about it is that here I'm able to make the skin look absolutely flawless, glowing, and also very nurtured. And so it is a matte application all over a very, very hydrating foundation. And then here I'm just going to go ahead and go crazy with my contouring palette. I actually really enjoy a good application since my forehead is humongous. And here we're able to see a little more blending, which I love how it blends like a dream. And here we're going to do it at an angle, that way it simulates, again, anti-gravity, giving you an uplifted effect. And so here I am going to go ahead and use this flat brush by Atenea. What I love about it is that it is made for this. I also like a couple of other brushes, but this has been my favorite for a while. And so it is going to give me the illusion that I have a very thin nose, and I'm going to go ahead and do the edges as well, giving a flawless type of application. And so this is for a job interview. I'm going to go ahead, since I have already primed, and I'm going to go ahead and apply the least amount of eyeshadow, since they don't want to see you with a ton of makeup. They want to see you just very professional, preferably with good of an application. Next, I'm going to go ahead and use the pink cream blush. Once again, I love this brush. It actually gives me the versatility that I enjoy, and I love this look. I used to rock this back in the early 2000s, and it just gives you a very, very flushed, very natural look, like you just woke up looking like this. And so make sure that you blend it thoroughly. Make sure that you continue to go ahead and blend it as much as you can. Following, I'm going to go ahead and grab Mauve, also by Artistry, with just a regular eyeshadow brush, nothing fancy. And by applying this on top of the cream powder, is going to elongate the application and give me a finished look for longer. And so what I love about it is that it blends like a dream. It just feels like silk over silk. And then right here, I've told you guys before, I like to use it with the eyelash brush as my highlighter, and it just gives you the most natural look whatsoever. Of course, I still need to blend, but we'll worry about that in a minute. What I like about this application is that we're able to right here simulate a crease, which I don't have as pronounced, and everything with a lifting effect, you guys, everything. And this is just basically a very sheer taupe, and it does have some glimmer to it, so it does have a little bit of glitz. And of course, you want to make sure that that goes up. That way you have that uplifted anti-gravity effect, giving you a simulation of somewhat of a cat eye. But remember, you're going to a job interview, you're not going to look all done up. That's not the point. Here I'm going to go ahead and blend and add a few more colors as much as I can. And here we are able to add a little more and a little more, and right here add a little to the other side, make them even. I am using a more of a cool pink, darker pink going towards maroon, but it looks absolutely flawless, and you will see that at the end. And it just glides like a dream. I don't even know how to explain it to you. I'm gonna go ahead and add a little more of the crease, and what I like about it is that we are able to go ahead and apply it pigment over pigment, intensifying the look, and but also very, very natural of a look. Of course, I still have to blend, and it'll all come together, I promise. Now I'm going to blend my highlighter, which I absolutely adore. It is one of the best ones that I had, so I stacked up for the apocalypse. Here I'm blending the edges. Make sure that you're blending the edges, otherwise you're going to look kind of crazy. The pink will dissipate, meaning that it will blend in, it will simmer into your skin, into the top layer. And here I'm just grabbing some translucent powder, again also gliding like a dream. And thankfully we have this great tool. I am using the powder brush, also by Artistry. I believe they are synthetic fibers. Been using them for about 5 or 6 years, and this particular one I bought 3 times. I absolutely love the look that I get. I can't get it with any other brush, even if they are super high end. And what I like about the e.l.f. hack that I showed in some of the reels is that it prepares your eyebrow for an application. And so I'm going to go ahead and put some of that powder on top, making them really easy for the eyebrow pen or pencil to adhere to. And then here I'm wiping those edges upward, followed by the taupe Artistry mechanical pen, which you take off. You buy this as a replacement, so it saves the planet and the pockets. Applying a little more powder just so it'll adhere a little bit more. And what I love about it the most is that you don't have to draw. I admire those makeup artists that literally go one by one, but right here we have the capability and the opportunity of simulating that you worked for hours on your eyebrows, or that you have them microbladed, which is what I get at all times. And here I am also able to, as you notice, simulate the look of a lot of work, and by brushing the end is going to blend it in, as well as give you that ombre eyebrow that everybody absolutely loves, and saving your pockets from getting them microbladed. Nothing wrong with that, though. Love me a good microblading deal. And here we are able to blend them in and once again simulate. That's what I love, you guys, that you don't have to work on all of these things so hard. It simply takes a little bit of work and then you look flawless all day long. And so we did go ahead and brush the beginning of it, and grabbing a little bit of blush to intensify that look. Once again, look at how much it actually has worn off or dissipated, and I haven't even done much. And so this is going to allow the pigment to adhere once again to that to the layers. And that's the main thing, you guys. When we're doing bridal makeup, it's important to layer them on top of each other. And now I'm blending my final look, which I find very, very nice. And I'm gonna go ahead and watermark actually with liquid eyeshadow, which I've been doing for a while. I do like the one with the glitz in it. And I'm grabbing just the smallest amount of highlighter and applying it in those points where light would hit me very nicely. And if you notice, I didn't have to spend a lot of money or a lot of time. It was done in a very clean application. And here I am continuing to do the same thing. Finally, we are going to, and I thought about using some of those colors, but then I remember it's a job interview that I don't need that. And here I'm showing you my mauve color and my eyeshadow palettes that I used today. I know that it seems like a lot, but now I'm going to go ahead and use the most neutral nude, because once again, they're not looking for a lot. They're looking for they're gonna look into your brain, basically, not into your face. And here is the final look. I hope that you enjoyed it. I absolutely love blending everything out as much as I can so it does not look completely done up. Here we are with the capability of blending. Once again, I applied a little bit of translucent powder, not too much, and here I'm applying all over, blending at the same time. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of the translucent powder to my frown lines, and that will just basically make them disappear. And at this age, of course, we want to have that capability. Of course, I'm going to wear my hair up, but this is kind of what I'm going to be what my look is going to be like. So this is the final look. You want to wear blue, as we mentioned. I will be pulling my hair back in a ponytail, but basically you want to look presentable, you want to look not done up so much, and ultimately just reflect wellness and health.